In this video, I'm going to be replacing my old incandescent security light fixture that's just outside my garage door. Now it's at least 15 years old, and I'm going to be replacing it with this one right here, which I purchased from COSTCO. This is only a $39 light. It's pretty darn cheap for what it's supposed to do. 240 degree detection, 3000 lumens, it's 4000 K. It's made by Home Zone, and it's made in Cambodia. It's only supposed to take 41 watts. You guys can see that. Well, for comparison, if you're at a big box store, a light like this is probably going to cost $59 to $69. I went to Home Depot, just kind of shopped around there, and then we went to Costco to get some groceries, and I happened to see this. I needed to replace my old one anyway for probably the last 6 months. It doesn't work at all. So I picked this one up, and like I said, it's $39.99. I'm going to do the unboxing, I'm going to install it, and then I'm going to use it for about a week. And I'm going to check it before I go to work and at night before I go to bed. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to give you a full review and opinion on it as far as how easy it is to install, if I'm impressed with it, how much it lights up the yard, which I'm going to show you guys, and if it's a good bang for the buck. So let's get this thing out of the box and see what we have. Alright, so as we take a look inside, manual right on top, dusty pack. Looks like that is some wire nuts and the screws to fasten it to your junction box. And that is what the light looks like inside the package. So the whole thing is pretty much wrapped in that's a very thin plastic, but still protected well. And let's see if there's anything else inside the box. Fairly decent packaging. Doesn't look like there's any damage to it. There's what that looks like there. So a fairly nice looking light, especially for $39. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is disconnect and remove the old one. So here's the old fixture. You'll probably agree, well past its prime. Said it doesn't work at all anymore. Looks terrible. So we're going to replace it with that nice Costco light. First thing we need to do is shut off the power. Make sure there's no power coming to this light. Once you have the old fixture disassembled and you've exposed the electrical wires, take off the wire nuts and double check to make sure that there's no voltage. This circuit's definitely dead. Now I'm going to continue on removing the old fixture. The first thing you're going to want to do is attach this bracket right here. Now right here it's labeled front. You want to make sure that that is facing you. And whether you attach it right to a J-box or to your vinyl siding like I have it, you need to put that on first with front facing towards you. And then the next step is to make your electrical connections. Black is your hot, white is your neutral, and this green yellow is going to be your ground. Once you make your electrical connections, just kind of note that this is going to mount like this, with this kind of a tang thing up towards the top. If it makes a difference of how you're going to make a connection, just note that it's going to mount like this. So we'll go ahead and make our electrical connections next. Once you've made your electrical connections, use the wire nuts provided, and I like to put some black tape on them as well. And then you're going to tuck them inside your J-box or inside your vinyl siding. And then this mounting plate is going to go like this with this tab towards the top, and it also has an arrow this end up. And then you're going to use this screw here. It's one of the longer screws that it comes with. And that's going to screw right into the middle to hold that mounting plate in place. Now it doesn't say to do so in the instructions, but if you want to make sure that this is nice and flat and level, put a small torpedo level across the top like I have there, and then tighten it down the rest of the way. Now that you have it secure and you know it's level, we'll go on to the next step. So now we're at the point we're ready to mount the light. The screw to mount the light is already in the housing. It's right there, and it will not fall out. There's actually a nut on the back side right there. So to attach this, I loosened up this kind of a wing nut right here, rotated the light up, and I also loosened this and moved this down so that I can get my screwdriver in there better. Or you're going to put it in at an angle. Looking at it from the side, you're going to put it in like this. It's going to go kind of on the bottom first, rotate up. And then you're going to tighten this screw until it gets firm. Right there, it just got firm. Go a quarter turn past, and now it's as tight as it needs to be. If you over tighten it, you're going to crack this housing. After you have this secure, the kit comes with this little white rubber plug. That's going to go right there. It covers up that screw head. You just push that in place, and now you don't see the screw anymore. Once you have this securely mounted, you can caulk all the way around your housing with either clear silicone or a colored silicone caulk. After you've done that, you can adjust your lights to however you want them. You know, if you have it on an eave, you're going to want them down. I have this one kind of low, so I'm going to have this kind of about in a level position. And it rotates very easily. It's not, it's an infinite adjustment. It's not keyed or notched like my old one was. So you can pretty much adjust this wherever you want. And then adjust your sensor. Kind of eyeball it to figure out where you want it. And then of course at night you can always move it to wherever you need to. You can make your adjustments as far as sensitivity, whether you want it to come on during the day or at night or sunset, and also how long you want the light to come on, 1, 3, or 7 minutes. So go ahead and make your adjustments. Now you can go ahead and turn on your circuit breaker or just give it power however you need to. And then the lights are going to come on, and they'll stay on for about 10 seconds during a warm-up period. After the lights go out, you'll see a little blue light flashing. It's going to be about right there. Let me zoom in here so you can maybe see it. That means everything is functioning properly when that blue light is flashing. So now all that's left to do is wait till tonight and see how it performs. Alright, so here's the first night testing and checking out the new spotlight. And it lights up a lot more than I thought it was going to. Lights up almost the whole side of the yard. I could say for the money, I didn't expect it to light up this much. Alright, I'll be testing it out through the rest of the week. Let you guys know what I think. Alright guys, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm walking around the side of the house, and you'll see one of my motion detection lights come on. Now this first light that's going to come on as we walk over here, I paid I think it's $129 at Home Depot. So I'll come around the corner and you guys can see what this one looks like compared to the new COSTCO. I'm going to shut my flashlight off here. So there is that light. Now, price-wise, this light was about $90 more than the one I bought at COSTCO, and I don't think it's any brighter. Actually, I think the one at Costco is brighter. So, gotta walk around over here to the other side of the house. I have my flashlight on because I don't want to run into a skunk or a raccoon or something this early in the morning. So now that we're out here, you can see my shed right there. That motion light actually is going to need to be replaced. I didn't realize that that one is not working either. So if I like this Costco one, I'm going to have to buy another one to put on that shed. Alright, so there's no animals over here. I'm going to walk up on this Costco security light and we'll see. I kind of want to see how close I need to get before it comes on. This one's mounted pretty low to the ground. So Costco light is not coming on yet. There it goes. So I got to get pretty close to it for some reason for it to come on. It could be my sensitivity adjustment. But if you look, man, it really lights up the yard. Alright, so I'm probably going to play with the sensitivity adjustment. I'll be testing it out here for the rest of the week. And I'll post you guys the review here at the end. Hi guys, so this is the final night of security light testing on the Costco light. I've had it about a week now. Checked it in the morning before I go to work and at night. Now it's the end of the week. Coming around here to the north side of the house, you'll see this security light come on. And that's the one that I talked about in the first part of the video. I believe I paid around $120 for that one from Home Depot. You can kind of get a good look and see what kind of brightness we get off of that one. And then also in the beginning of the video I told you that the one back shed light stopped working. So I went to Costco and bought another light just last night because I'm really impressed with this light. So tonight is going to be the first night of testing on this back shed light. So I'll kind of walk up close to that and see what happens. Now I have my flashlight on because there was some skunks and raccoons out the other night. Alright, so I'm going to walk up to this shed and see how close I need to get. There it goes. So that is the same Costco light. And I just put that on last night. And I'll kind of show you here the yard. Oh, it lights it up pretty good. Pretty impressive. So I've been really impressed with this light, and that's why I bought the second one. And here's the original Costco light I installed last week. So between these two, lights up a lot of my yard. So in conclusion, this LED security light sold by Costco, made by HomeZone, is one heck of a buy. For only $39.99, it should be closer to about $69.99. In comparable box stores, Menards, Home Depot, Lowe's, the comparable light's going to cost around that much. And as you saw in just the last clip, I did actually go buy a second one because I was so impressed with the first one I installed. I tested out over about a week. My settings, as far as the sensitivity goes, on the larger shed, that one is on medium sensitivity, or in the middle, and the one on the side of the house is in the same position, although they function a little differently. The one on the side of the house kind of seems a little bit more sensitive to me than the one on the back shed, and I think it's because it's mounted up higher. So I think I'm going to change my sensitivity to high on that one. As long as you play around with your settings, depending on where you're going to mount it, I think you're going to be highly satisfied with this security light, especially for the price. Now, as far as installation, the instructions are very clear. It's very easy to install. You're looking at, if you're taking down an old light and putting up this one, you're at about 20-25 minutes. So very clear, concise instructions, easy to read, simple to follow. It mounts very securely. There's no like play or no wobble like maybe a cheaper light would be. It looks good, and as you can see in the videos, it actually lights up a lot more than I thought. Now, I thought it was going to be a little bit dimmer than what it is, but I'm very impressed with it. There's really not one negative I can say about this light. So once again, here's what the box looks like. If you're going to Costco and you're looking for it, and I hope you found this video informational and informative, and I thank you for watching.